Dear students, welcome to our class on dependent and topo microclimates. At the UG level, the definition of micrometeorology is the study of the climate of a crop field is known as micrometeorology. At the PG and Ph.D level, micrometeorology has been defined as the science concerned with a detailed examination on the microscale basis of the physical and meteorological factors that are taking place within the ecosphere. Here the ecosphere is just below the root zone, just above the crop canopy or forest canopy. Now, here in this class, we try to understand dependent microclimate. What is dependent microclimate? It's very interesting. Now, see, if a bare soil is there, this is a bare soil, okay? Now, here we have sown the seeds inside the soil. Now, as the crop grow, what will happen? The crop interfere with the solar radiation. Next step, momentum, okay? Momentum, mass, okay? Energy, heat transfers. Momentum transfer, we explain it through Newton's law of viscosity. Mass transfer, we explain it through Fick's law of diffusion, and heat conduction or diffusion through Fourier's law. Now that means in the bare soil what happens is the direct solar radiation enters into the soil. Here, as the crop grows, these fluxes, momentum flux, mass flux, heat flux starts. That means the crop is influencing the microclimate. Now here, what is dependent microclimate? For your academic interest, what is the dependent climate is the climate which is influenced by local phenomena such as land and sea breezes, mountain and valley winds. We also call them as the anabatic and katabatic winds. So these are the natural features. These natural features influence the microclimate of that particular region. That's what we call it as the dependent microclimate. Just for your academic interest, I read the in situ microclimates of crops are affected by phenomena originating from land and sea breezes, mountain and valley winds, etc. These features are referred as a dependent microclimate. Now, what is a topo microclimate? Topo means relatively, topographic structures like say orographic rain. Say, for example, in certain undulated surfaces, terrain surfaces, areas facing the east, areas facing the west, areas facing the north and south have different climates. So that's what we call it as the crop microclimates are also influenced by topographic. That's why we call them as the topo microclimate. Topographic variations such as slope, gradients, orientation of slopes, and nature of physical separation of the sloping surfaces. The influence of terrain or microclimate constitutes the realm of this topo microclimate. These are the examples are variations in the photoperiod with the direction and steepness of the slopes, orographic influences of rainfall. Third one, funneling of cold air into the mountains. So these are all the examples. And finally, in this class, we try to understand microclimates of natural vegetation. In certain areas, we find certain medicinal plants, certain specific to the plants to that area. So in situ dependent and topo microclimates influence the flora of that particular area. Say for example, specific natural vegetation zones are the habitat for medicinal plants and the original genetic stock of many crops and their cultivars that we find currently in the cultivation. So what is the natural vegetation, microclimate of the natural vegetation? This is the need for conservation and careful presentation of our valuable heritage of biodiversity flows from these microclimates of natural vegetation. To be very simple and very straightforward, independent, dependent and topo microclimates influence the vegetation of a particular native place. That's what I would like to discuss with you. Thanking you very much.